Well, hey guys, and it's Brent here, and just over a week to flying down to South America for Aconcagua, doing the final prep, tiny bit of training, if we can get some more in, just buying a little odds and ends and sorting out little logistics. But I wanted to make this quick little dispatch video, if you could call it, to just highlight a bit of why I'm doing this and what helps me do this project and these climbs. I was out tonight and had a question from someone that, don't you get scared of these mountains and trying to climb them, especially Everest? And first of all, I'm not there yet, and I've planned to climb Everest, but a lot of things have to happen for that to be even possible. So I don't really go there too much in my mind these days in terms of fear. But even Aconcagua, Denali, this next climb and the climb after, there's risk involved, and part of accepting that risk is the why. And a lot of people are aware of Simon Sinek and the power of why, the start with why, his whole idea of having a strong reason why. And when you have that strong a reason why you want to do something, that can override a lot of fear. So this purpose that I have to try to use these climbs to raise awareness about mental health and show people that you can still pursue big goals and live a good life with major mental illness and after major mental illness, that message, to get it out there, is very important to me. And this is a tool, a vehicle to be able to do that in a way that for me is meaningful but also fun. And that goes to the second point of just that whole idea of mountain climbing. I mean, I thought to myself a while ago, if there's one thing in the world that I can just choose how to spend my day in any given day, the answer that came to me was just spending it on a mountain, surrounded by great people. And so just that love for the challenge, the experience of climbing a mountain, being out in the mountains, being surrounded by that beauty, by that power, with the intensity that it sometimes provides, but also the peacefulness of it, the simplicity of it. There's so many reasons. If you're a mountain climber, you'll understand. If not, you probably have something in your life that speaks to you in that way. Sports have always done that. Adventures have always done that. Pushing my limits and living on the edge has always done that to me. And if you talk to my parents, they'll tell you stories of all of that kind of thing from when I was 2 to 5 years old, all till now. It's just sort of who I am. And the final point I'll share is just the idea that yes, it's risky to climb these mountains. The girl mentioned, aren't there dead bodies on the way up to Everest? And yeah, there are. But with mountain climbing, with anything in life, it always comes down to probabilities. And the probabilities change every moment, every week, month, day, year. So what you want to do with this kind of project, or anything that is either putting your life online, your career online, a relationship online, is set yourself up to succeed in the best way you can. So in terms of shifting those probabilities in your favor, that A, you're not going to die, 2, second best, you're not going to get injured, third best, you're going to get down safe and sound, fourth best, you're going to summit and have a successful climb. And that's sort of the priorities. Obviously survive, don't get majorly injured, get off the mountain all good, and if everything lines up, you succeed and you summit. So the idea that we have control over those probabilities is an important one, and something I try to be aware of, and but at the same time accepting there's some probability that we don't summit, there's some probability that we get injured, there's some probability of dying, and accepting a bit of that probability, because it goes back to because of the why, right? Because it's important. And everybody's reasons are different, but all it takes is one reason for why it's important enough to accept some of that probability of dying or getting severely injured, or just wasting your time, spending all this money and effort and time to not summit. although I wouldn't consider that a waste of time either. But that's really what it comes down to, is accepting some of that probability, but also shifting it as best as we can. But also knowing that there's probability of dying every single day when you walk out the house, even inside your house. I mean, you could get electrocuted, you could get hit by a car. People die all the time, and that doesn't stop us from living our lives. And so if it doesn't stop us from living our daily lives, why should it stop us from living our best lives and our dreams and the things that mean something to us and the things that we care about more than anything else, the things that get us excited? That's what I'm trying to do here, is just be an example of that, being inspired by other people that do that and that I see doing that, and just living life fully and on the edge, and just how rich and fulfilling that is, and how alive you feel when you do that. And having tasted that throughout my life, I seek it more, and I think I always will. So that's just, I think my personality is accepting a bit of that risk, but we all accept a bit of that probability of things going wrong in our daily lives. That's part of being alive, so we can't avoid that. All we can do is shift those probabilities in our favor as much as possible, with all the energy and mental strategies and mindset and force that we can. But then in the end, accepting some of the probability of things going wrong, or the fact that we might die. So that's really what it comes down to for me with this project, with these climbs, and with life in general. So there's not much more to say. I mean, that's where I'm at right now. It's mid-December 2015. Really on the cusp of this first big climb, Aconcagua, highest peak in South America, and it's a stepping stone towards bigger climbs. But first, the focus is, get ready to go, get down there all good, and just take it one step at a time. Compartmentalize our thinking and our strategy, our mindset, and not worry about things 2-3 steps beyond where we're at. And that helps relieve some of the anxiety, the stress around it too. So I don't want to ramble too much more, because I'm already rambling here. But that's a little bit of thought on why I'm doing this, how I'm able to get myself to get past a bit of that fear, accept the risk, and not be too scared. Just trusting, having faith that things will work out, and that I'll make good decisions, and that our team will make good decisions, and just trusting the universe, accepting what the universe has in store for us, what this mountain has in store for us, respecting this mountain, but also accepting what it offers us. So that's all I'll say right now. Brent Seal. If you haven't yet, check out the MINDvsMOUNTAIN.com, the website. And if you're on Facebook, you can follow this journey live, late December to late January 2015, 2016, live from Aconcagua through the Facebook group Mavrixx Facebook group. It's facebook.com/Mavrixx group, MAVRIXX group. Follow along there, guys. Enjoy if you do follow along, and look for updates. And if you're watching this still, I appreciate you and your support, and couldn't be in this place on the cusp of this big dream adventure that I am without you, likely, if you're watching this, and a lot of people that aren't able to watch this aren't watching this. That's a true statement right there, is that this has been a result of a lot of support and encouragement and inspiration from people in my family, friends, mentors, colleagues, people I know, people I don't know. So thanks, guys. Brent Seal signing out. We'll touch base again soon.